Alright everybody, listen up, because Dataminers just cracked open the code for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and what they found is about to break the fighting game community. We aren't talking about just a couple of random costumes or basic recolors or something like that. We're talking about full-blown file references for new DLC characters that were leaked, and that includes characters such as Gambit, Doctor Strange, Daredevil, and literally the entire Fantastic Four. So look, if you've been on YouTube or Twitter over the past week, you know that people have been doom posting about, the issues that this game has, like launch jitters, mixed Steam reviews and the PC performance issues, and I've been doing that too. But while the internet is busy arguing over like launch week bugs, the developers are quietly setting up a roster that could turn this game into an absolute multi-year juggernaut of a franchise. Like people are going to be playing this game for years and years to come. That's my prediction, and we already know that Phoenix Cyclops is just leading the charge as the official year 1 DLC drop, but seeing these datamined names hiding in the code tells us everything we need to know about where this game is actually heading. So today I just want to break down every single leaked character that they have for Marvel Tokon right now, and how their movesets could actually work in the 4v4 tag meta, and why this news should give every single fighting game fan a massive wave of hope for the future. So hit that lock-in button and just keep watching this video and you'll go over all the characters. But if you guys don't know me by now, I'm MrFrostyFlamez, but you can call me Mike. We do anything gaming news, reviews, playthroughs, etc., anything superhero related, anything FGC related, just geek gaming related, period. So if you enjoy that style of content, be sure to hit that sub button and join the MrFrostyFlamez Legion. Let's get back to the video, guys. So the first team that I chose is actually a team that I was like, bro, these guys aren't in the base game because they fit so well with the 4v4 team meta, and that's the Fantastic Four. Like, come on, there are 4 superheroes, they're called the Fantastic Four, and this is a 4v4 fighter in the Marvel universe. Like, why aren't they in the game day one? But it's whatever right now, because Dataminers found direct code references for the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing. Now pause and think about how Marvel Tokon actually plays. You start off in a 1v1 or maybe like a 2v2 setup, and as you land wall breaks, build meter, and extend combos, you unlock your full 4-character squad mid-match. Having all 4 members of the Fantastic Four fully unlocked on screen, running tag setups together as a complete unit, this is literally what this game was built for. You could have Mr. Fantastic, like a different version of the stretchy limbs, like something different than Miss Marvel. Like imagine like stretching across the entire stage for full screen command grabs or extend air combos from across the map. Like he could be a zoner like Dalsim from Street Fighter 6. And then you could have Invisible Woman, like setting up invisible force field traps, blocking incoming assist calls, or throwing up team shields mid-fight. She could be awesome as like an assist character. Then the Human Torch, imagine like high-speed air dash mix-ups, flame pressure, and just rapid cross-ups that keep your opponent stuck in block string hell. And then you have the Thing with super armored grabs, maybe wall break heavy hits, and just pure anchor damage when your team is down to the wire. All 4 of these characters could play completely differently, and that's what works, because each of the Fantastic Four have a different purpose. The Thing is more like a tank, Invisible Woman is support, Human Torch is like, air combat and stuff, Mr. Fantastic is more grounded, but stretchy limbs, zoner type. It would be crazy. And even the Dataminers, they spotted custom tag and dialogue coded between Ben Grimm, which is the Thing, and Loki. If the developers actually deliver a full Fantastic Four release, it's going to be absolute cinema on tournament stages. That's saying, it would be super hype if, we could have a tournament player just play the full Fantastic Four synergy squad. It would be awesome. Now, I don't think that's going to happen because of the meta, just mix matching teams, but if one pro player could do it, it would be awesome, and it would be hype. The Fantastic Four against the Avengers or whoever. It would be cool. And the next character that I want to talk about was also leaked, and that is one of my personal favorite street level icon X-Men characters, and that's Gambit. He's a pure fan favorite. I'm surprised this guy wasn't in the game day 1 too, because picture like kinetically charged card projectiles, maybe bow staff Rekka pressure, and just slick anime style motion effects in that signature style that this game has. The leaks even point to a specific banter between him and Loki as well. You also have Wasp. Now this is a surprise one. It's a super creative pick because she's like super small. She could be like a little fly, right? Hence the name Wasp. You know, she could have like a micro hitbox, maybe rapid fire stingers and high speed flight mechanics that could make her one of the most obnoxious mix up and assist characters on the entire roster. Kind of like, remember Adam from Injustice 2, the DLC character? How he could turn really small into the size of like an atom or whatever and just do combos on you like it's like a little dot on the screen juggling your character. It's crazy. And imagine if Wasp does that, or if they add Ant-Man or something and they could have them do this. It would be crazy. You know, juggling your character as a little dot on the screen would be wild. And another amazing character that was datamined was also Doctor Strange. Now this guy could play however that the developers want because he is really so versatile. Me personally, I'd imagine him having like huge stage control at its absolute finest. Like imagine a more intricate system of portal setups, magic glyph trap zones, or just like screen filling supers. In a game where arena transitions matter so much, Strange could easily become a zoner's absolute dream. And the last character that was also datamined was Daredevil, the awesome one, the man without fear. Pure grounded, brutal martial arts, you know, the club hook setups, counters, and an anime style fighter is awesome. You know, Matt Murdock is a character that people have been begging for since the Marvel vs. Capcom days, so he always brings a joy to my heart whenever he's included in some games. Now keep in mind, we already have one DLC character that is confirmed, and that's Phoenix Cyclops. Now if you guys don't know, that is actually a version of Cyclops with the Phoenix Force. This isn't Phoenix and Cyclops, this is one character, Phoenix Cyclops. And datamine files usually represent an early prototype data or a stuff stage for future season passes, so things could tweak during development, or maybe these exact characters are not going to come out, or maybe there's going to be another character added in, but we don't know yet. But like I said, the only one that we know for sure is Phoenix Cyclops, and I think that the developers revealing Phoenix Cyclops right out of the gate proves their overall philosophy. They aren't just giving us some standard baseline costume swaps, they're leaning heavily into peak Marvel lore, like with like cosmic power-ups and like wild visual flair. When you pair a concept like Phoenix Cyclops with a cosmic sorcery from Doctor Strange, chaotic card setups from Gambit, or maybe full team synergy with the Fantastic Four, it proves one major thing, that the developers actually get it. It's about style, personality, hype matchups, and just giving us room to build absurdly creative team setups. And that's why I think the future of Marvel Tokon is so bright, because aside from all the DLC, I just want to pause for a second and talk big picture, because if you've been reading the comments on Steam or Twitter, you already know that people love to panic during the launch month. People love giving bad reviews. People were really asking, you know, is Sony and Arc Systems really going to back this game up long term? Are we really going to get some real post-launch support, or is this game just going to fade out? And seeing characters like Daredevil, Wasp, and the Fantastic Four already rooted deep inside the game's code gives me so much confidence that they are building this game for the long haul. Arc System Works has an incredible track record for supporting their fighting games for years with balance passes, system updates, and massive roster expansions. And knowing that they already have mechanics, voice lines, and character frameworks staged for future seasons proves that they are committed to this community. They aren't just trying to ride, you know, a launch month hype and just walk away like something like Invincible Versus did. They are actively building out an entire ecosystem. The core combat foundation in Marvel Tokon is already ridiculously fun, and this roster expands across all these different corners of Marvel. The meta is only going to get deeper, faster, and even more hype. But that being said, at the end of the day, always take leaks with a slight grain of salt until official trailers drop. But man, if this list is truly the future of Marvel Tokon, we are eating good for a long time. But now I want to hand over the mic to you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, who is your favorite out of these leaked DLC characters? And what character would you want to come to Marvel Tokon ASAP? For me, I would like a team of Inhumans, like, you know, Black Bolt, Medusa, Maximus, people like that. They're a little bit more on the obscure side of Marvel Comics, but they are cool characters nonetheless. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to join the MrFrostyFlamez Legion. Let me know which content you want me to do in the future. Thank you guys for watching. MrFrostyFlamez out. Ciao.